Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Tuesday, December 26th, 2023. On a recent episode of the Z107.7 Up Close show, host Gary Digneau spoke with Joshua Tree National Park Superintendent Jane Rogers and the National Park's Emergency Services Program Manager Miles Landry. Rogers explained that the National Park's new visitor center in 29 Palms has hit a major milestone recently.
Our visitor center is at Freedom Plaza, and we definitely had some bumps in the road to redirect traffic. The visitor center had been at the Oasis for 50 years, 60 years. It's hard to change old habits, but some key things that are starting to redirect traffic. Number one is the city of 29 Palms has been a great friend to help us work on that in terms of signage. And so we've got some improved signage to really funnel people. We also put up a gigantic arrowhead on the side of the building. And then, critically, Google Maps or Apple Maps, the applications folks use to navigate, finally have transitioned the location of the visitor center to the correct spot. So I think it's a combination of all those things. It's pretty phenomenal that just those changes alone have really shifted everything over to the downtown.
Rogers also discussed future plans for the previous visitor center, saying that in the next few months it will be converted to something new.
We are actually relocating our library. You may not know that the park has its own library of research material, and that's what our rangers use to develop their interpretive programs. And so we're actually moving that from one building into the old visitor center and creating a library space for our rangers to work, kind of like you'd picture a public library where there's some desk spaces, they can do their research and they can plan their programs, and that's freeing up office space for our archaeologists and historic preservation crew.
You can hear their full conversation by listening to the Up Close show as a podcast at our website, Z107.7FM.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. Tonight's regularly scheduled meetings of the 29 Palms City Council and the Yucca Valley Planning Commission have both been canceled. The 29 Palms City Council will meet next in regular session on January 9th. A new international bond of friendship has been formed between San Felipe, Mexico and 29 Palms through the Rotary Clubs of both cities. Gary Digneau explains.
In 2021, the San Felipe Fire Department contacted San Bernardino County Fire with a request. Their old ambulance had fallen into disrepair and could no longer serve the coastal community. 29 Palms Rotarian and now Deputy Fire Chief Scott Tuttle asked the 29 Palms Rotary Club to take possession of an out-of-service ambulance to give to them. After paperwork was finally completed December 5th, the ambulance exchange took place at the 29 Palms Fire Station. Representing San Felipe were their mayor, fire chief, city manager, a council member, and the president of San Felipe Rotary. 29 Palms Rotary President Danny Mintz, past President Liz Meyer, and members of the 29 Palms Club joined Tuttle and county fire members to greet the visiting dignitaries. After a brief ceremony, the ambulance was turned over and left 29 Palms for its journey to San Felipe. For Z107.7, I'm Gary Digneau.
Getting records in the high desert will be easier in 2024. San Bernardino County announced last week that they are bringing their mobile assessor recorder office to Joshua Tree. Called the ARC Mobile Unit, the program will be offering birth, death and marriage certificates, marriage licenses and ceremonies, notary public filings, and more. The ARC Mobile Unit will be providing service outside of the Bob Burke Government Center on the second and fourth Wednesday of every month between the hours of 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information about the ARC Mobile Unit, call 909-387-8306 or visit a link in this story at Z107.7FM.com. And finally, as a new year approaches, it offers us all a time to reflect on the year that has been. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas joins us with a retrospective of 2023 in area theaters.
2023 saw an ever-widening variety of live productions in our Morongo Basin. Theater 29 brought Peter and the Starcatcher, My Son Pinocchio, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Disney's Frozen Kids and Junior versions with their summer youth program, Roald Dahl's The Witches, and A Charlie Brown Christmas, encapsulating a busy year. The Community Theater captured 18 Desert Star Award nominations for their 2022-23 season, with one win for Larissa Rodney from the previous season's summer program, Disney's Moana Jr. Grove's Cabin Theater in Morongo Valley bade a bittersweet farewell to area audiences after an almost 40-year history. Their final production, The Death of Bessie Smith, garnered 10 Desert Star Award nominations, netting their final DTL nod for Kevin Hales as Outstanding Lead Performer in a one-act. Thought Theater produced Shakespeare in Review in October. They also received 7 Desert Star Award nominations. Theater is alive and well in our basin, and the best is yet to come. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.